And this, right here, in the silence, is where most people quit. No praise, no claps. Just you versus your limits. That's the cost. Greatness is earned in the dark.
Bro's the pincher, bro.
Pain, sealed in private battles. The world wants you to blend in. But your soul,
It's mine type.
it's begging you to rise.
Damn, bro. Why did he just...
You don't need perfect timing. You don't need the stars to
such a
align.
lucky cover. You can shoot.
Or someone to give you the green light.
You ready for this shit?
It's already
try
your
out.
moment.
Oh
Most
shit,
people
yeah,
just
I'm
waste
cooked.
it waiting for permission to
Wow,
live.
that's good by you.
Let them wait. If you move, there's no someday. There's only now.
I'm not quite the shooter that I used to be.
Potential like an option instead of a responsibility. You'll die full of regrets
Second.
disguised as excuses. Excuses dress up nice. They sound logical. But deep down,
I'm fucking
you know
with the
what they
50s
are.
right now.
That job you hate, that's your excuse.
I'm turning into a
Those
ballerina
friends
right
who
now.
never challenge you,
I'm going to the corner
Excuses.
to chest.
excuses feel
There
good
you
for
go.
5 seconds, but they build nothing. They leave you stuck,
Wait a minute.
bitter,
He's in.
and average.
Dang.
Most people stay there forever
You were cooking him.
because safe is easier than real. But not you.
I may have missed. I bumped
You
him.
don't need to become
I'll go
someone
for. Wait,
else.
actually, I'll go.
You just need to finally become you.
Yo, they're
Without
fucking
the
each other
noise,
up, bro.
Without the
I'll
fear,
put a second.
without the limits.
My bad. Oh
That's
shit.
going to take pain. It's
Oh, I
going to
dunked his
take
ass. Go.
silence.
Wait.
It's going to take those
Shut,
long
shut.
days where the only win is that you didn't quit.
Oh shit.
You want real strength?
Yeah,
Do
it's
what you
really
said
good.
you would do when nobody's watching. That's power.
Oh,
That's
bad
leadership.
touch.
That's
Bad
what freedom
touch.
actually looks like.
Wow, I'm
Greatness
surprised. That was a
isn't
good read by
the
you.
explosion.
That's
It's not
really-
flashy. It's
That was a
what
hella good
happens
read,
when
I'm
the
not
alarm
gonna
goes
lie.
off and your body says stay in bed, but you get up anyway. It's when you show up even though you feel like a failure.
You're
It's
probably gonna
making
shoot that.
promises to yourself when nobody would know if you broke
Good
them.
catch.
Most people break that promise daily.
Pass.
They say they'll
He's
start
fucking
Monday,
bumping me. What a fucker.
Gonna flick it, but then I
say
lost
they'll eat
my
clean,
I couldn't.
then cheat. Say they want more, but won't lift a finger to get it.
Wow, that's
They
a good
say
touch
one
right
day,
there.
You say day one. That's the difference. That's the rebellion. Start by dominating the day. Not with noise, but focus. Not with hype, but follow through. Not with a list of goals, but with one you don't break. Win the morning, win the habit, win the war in your mind, and the rest follows. Remember, your thoughts aren't facts. Just because your brain whispers you're not enough doesn't make it true.
Somehow bumped him off.
Feeling weak doesn't mean you're finished. Your rebellion is quiet. It's how you breathe when you're exhausted. It's how you move when no one's
In that
watching.
all-star defense right now.
It's how you carry yourself when everyone expects you to
Oh,
give
shit.
up.
No way.
And
How
you
do I
don't.
not get a wave there?
They're going to doubt you. Let them.
Go help me
They'll
type
talk.
shit. Ugh.
They'll say you've changed. Tell them, I was supposed to.
Okay.
You weren't born to repeat someone else's mistakes.
It was a good
You
half.
weren't meant to pay bills and disappear. You weren't made to fit in. You were built to wake people up. Not with speeches,
Oh,
but with action.
man.
People don't follow words,
Damn,
Oh,
I didn't
they
get
follow
I saw the
dreams.
vision.
So give them something real. Everybody wants
I
the
saw the
dream,
vision.
but not everybody wants the
Hey, man.
discomfort that comes with chasing it.
Ah, shit.
They say they want greatness, but they panic when things get hard. They fold at the first sign of resistance. That's not greatness. That's fantasy.
I'm liking that pitch.
The real ones, they live in discomfort. They
Hopefully he
breathe it,
gets like a really bad touch.
grow through it, because they understand the truth. Comfort is a slow death. Stay in it long enough,
I didn't
and it
even think I
starts
was
to look like grand. You get used to waiting, doubting,
Oh,
quitting.
fuck.
You
Hey.
convince yourself maybe it wasn't meant for you. Maybe they were right. Maybe you should just settle. No, you don't settle. Not now. Not ever. What
Dude,
separates
goddamn,
the
why?
elite
This is
from
just
the average
casual, bro.
Isn't talent. It's tolerance.
Try to jump.
It's how much pressure you can carry while still pushing forward.
Ugh, fuck, it's
Goggins
straight to
didn't
him.
get strong because he was born
Wait.
different. He got
Oh,
strong because
I
he
got
kept
the
going
save,
when
the
everything in
game
him wanted
sucks.
to stop.
I know.
This isn't
Bullshit, I
about
got
It's
a
you.
unfortunate that My
It's about
touch
grit,
goes straight to him.
not luck,
Look at this though.
hunger. And it begins where most people quit. Your mind loves shortcuts. It wants you to
bored.
compromise.
Things go.
It'll whisper, "You've done enough. Take it easy."
Oh, I don't even have
You
it
deserve
set
a
up the
break.
game the whole fucking time.
And maybe you've done more than most. But you're not most people, or you wouldn't be here. You want to win? Stop
I don't-
listening
I don't
the
want
part
you
of
to get in the
addicted to
game.
comfort,
On accident, so
That
try to
voice.
leave your game if you
the
can.
one that says, "Do it tomorrow." Why push so hard? That's the real enemy.
Where my stuff
This isn't a war against the world. This is a war against your limits. And every single day you choose. Lay down or level up. Give in or commit.
Is the Merc the
Don't
method?
confuse tired with done.
Totally.
Don't confuse fear with fact.
Really?
Don't confuse failure with final. If you're still breathing, you've still got more in you. You want to feel better? Stop waiting for motivation. Create your own fire. Get up, move,
There we go.
train,
Oh
learn,
shit.
fail,
That's more like it.
repeat.
Now you can actually
Discipline starts the engine. And once it runs, momentum takes over.
You sound like you
isn't
could
a
be my dad,
one-time
Loki.
push. This is who you become.
Why?
If you want a life
I
that's
don't know.
rare,
How old are you? You
you
seem
have to do
older
what
than
rare
me.
people do.
What the fuck?
Rare people don't stop when it gets dark.
Yo, you sound like
They
Unk,
don't
dog.
fold when
You
they're
kind of are
alone.
Unk.
They don't need a crowd to cheer them on.
All right, now how old do you think I
They
am?
keep going,
I don't know.
day by day, step by step,
No.
step by step,
You have to keep guessing.
until the noise becomes background music and the doubt fades into
How do
silence.
they always? Yeah. How do they always get
Until
it
the
spot on?
only thing
Like,
louder than fear is the sound
they
of
don't.
their own
I
discipline.
sound young, but then
You want
they're like,
respect?
oh, you're 17. It's like,
Respect your time. You want peace? Face your
you're
truth.
pretty Unk.
You want power? Win the war in your mind.
Unk status.
Again and again and again. Your phone
You
is
sound like you're
lying
under
to
the
you.
water, like, and you're like in the
world is
trenches.
lying to you. The trends, the
Yeah.
opinions,
You sound like
the non-stop
you sound like
distractions.
you'd be like.
It's all noise. And noise kills more
Shitting
dreams
on
than
you.
failure ever could. You
Sorry.
can't build a legacy by scrolling. You can't master anything if your focus is hijacked every 12 seconds. That's not freedom. That's mental
You
slavery.
sound like raspy. Like, I feel like if you had a high quality mic, then it would do you justice, you know?
From your attention. That's not empowerment.
I'm
That's
sure your
mental
voice is
colonization.
majestic. It's just.
So shut it off
Yeah. Like if you
Silence
heard me
the
through my
world.
earbuds,
until you can hear yourself think again. Unfollow
Hey,
the
bruh.
noise.
You need me to donate you a
Mute the
headset?
nonsense.
what I need
Not
is
because
a
you're
new
weak,
mic, so I'm gonna try
but
and
because you're
buy-
ready to
when
win.
I can, I'm gonna buy
And winning starts in silence,
attachable mic.
in
The
solitude,
one that's on my headset.
in those moments when you grind
What headset
without
do you have, bro?
recognition and build
But,
without validation.
Red Dragon.
Most people can't sit still.
Holy
They can't be
shit.
alone with
Yeah,
their
that's your
thoughts.
first issue.
You know why?
It's good, it's really good
Because the
sound.
life they
It's
built
just
looks
the
good
mic
from the
with attachable
outside.
mic on
It
it.
feels hollow on the
It's
inside.
good.
So
Come
they
on,
drown
don't
the
lie to
emptiness
yourself.
with
The
content,
way they built
distraction.
it is really bad.
anything but truth.
Let's be honest here. The sound is
If you
ass.
wanna rebel,
Oh, actually,
really
do you know what
rebel. Sit in silence.
the GT 770 Pros are?
I think
That's
so.
power.
They really
Your mind is a garden.
large headset, right?
Every
No,
thought
it's
is
like
a seed.
it's like a studio with the
If you
gray
water
earphones.
floods, fear grows.
That's what I'm on right now. We got
If you
HyperX
water doubt,
Quadcast.
It multiplies. But if you feed
If your
discipline,
PC's good,
vision,
then what do you
courage,
think your
purpose,
keyboard and mouse, like, is
You
that
gotta
shit
harvest
lacking or
those
what?
people never touch. That's the difference. It's not about being special.
I just take
It's about being
G5. What
intentional
do I
every
have?
single day.
I have the
The ones who
G305.
rise don't do it because it's easy. They rise because they've stopped negotiating with weakness.
I do have a
They've
Red
drawn a
Dragon
line.
mouse, but that's on my phone.
No more,
Yeah, definitely.
I'll try.
Oh, you have a Simrig?
no more.
You sound like you have a Simrig. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
I will. It's
You
get
sound
out
like
of
you have a
my way.
Simrig. Yeah, I play. I play. I be
Building
play.
something
I
unbreakable.
do sim racing, but I do it
That's your mindset now.
with,
It's
So
Rome.
when that little voice says,
It's
"This is
Roman.
too much."
Roman. Oh my God. Wait, this is my
This
twos
is
teammate.
exactly what I was
I haven't played
built
with him in so long.
When
Wait,
it
help me clap
whispers,
him, okay? Let me work
"If you
him up.
fail,
I've gotten his way,
fire back.
but I don't think it is
Then
enough.
I learn. Then I rise stronger. You're not weak. You've just been tricked into thinking
I
comfort
wish I
means
could change
happiness.
that like that. I cannot
It
do it
doesn't.
that way. The only way I can do
Comfort
it is
means
like stand
decay.
and jump on
And you weren't born to
That's
decay.
leverage trust.
You were born to dominate,
Because I've tried it the other
To
way that
build.
everyone else does it.
fight.
My brain
To rise.
that kind of
so kill the noise. Feed the fire. Turn your mind from a prison into a weapon. Turn pain into power. Doubt into drive. That's what rebellion looks like. Here's the hardest truth most people never want to face. Nobody's coming. Not your friends, not your family, not your idols. No one's showing up to drag you out of the mess you've built with your own hands. That's your job. That's your responsibility. That's your war. The second
Okay,
you
oh my
realize
god, I need to
that,
talk to Roman
the
after
second you
this.
stop waiting for a rescue and start
Should I call him on
creating your own
Discord?
rescue plan.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. This is like meeting your day one friend,
You wanna
like
be
10
great?
years later.
Be great. Not when the timing's perfect.
Except for
Not when you
mine,
feel ready.
he's ghosted me.
Be great while you're broke.
Loki, that's what happened to me with
Friend
Roman.
literally
While you're
ghosted
lost.
the shit out of me
That's the test.
after he hit Grand Champ.
Most people are stuck because they're waiting for something that doesn't exist. The
Oh,
perfect
shit.
moment,
Did not mean to do that. My
the
car
sign, the guarantee.
Sound good?
They want
Wait, hold on.
certainty in an uncertain world. But this isn't a game of guarantees. It's a game of grit. Grit doesn't ask for permission. Grit doesn't need a signal.
Chill.
Grit decides and then goes. And when you decide,
Should
the world moves. Doors open, people shift, but only for the one who's already moving. That's the law. Motion creates power, not thought, not talk.
Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to say I don't know.
You say you want to change your life? Then move. Start small. Start scared. Start messy. But start. Understand this. Every excuse you make becomes a brick in the wall that will eventually trap you. So stop laying bricks. Start breaking them. Smash the lies you've been told since birth. Be realistic. Play it safe. Don't stand out. Just be grateful. Gratitude is powerful, but don't let it be your prison. You can be grateful and still fight for growth. The world wants you tame. It wants you quiet. But that's not who you are. You were built for pressure. Built for storms. Built to rise again and again until nothing could keep you down. That fire inside you, it's not random. That urge to do
Oh,
more,
I had it
be
too,
more,
and I still turned
create
to
something
the
that
side
matters.
thinking he was going to shoot
That's
us to the
not
left.
ego.
Mm-hmm.
That's legacy calling. And it won't stop until you answer. But legacy doesn't
I had
come
to
cheap.
be-
It's paid for in early mornings, late nights, in sacrifice, in failure after failure after
Roman,
failure.
now he wants to play. He was to play
Until
comp dudes with me, bro.
Something clicks. And even then, you keep going. Because rebels don't arrive. They evolve. You can't microwave this. You can't download greatness. You can't copy
Bro, I ate
someone
the
else's
post.
path and expect to find your own power. You've got to walk through your own fire and own it. This is where it begins. The mirror, the decision, the first step, and then the next. One by one, you kill the old version of yourself. Not with hate, but with action. Not with shame, but with hunger.
I keep missing.
You bury the excuses. Let the weak parts of you die. And what rises is unbreakable. Because no one gave it to you. You built it from nothing. You earned it when no one clapped. You claimed it when nobody believed. That's real. That's rare. That's rebellion. The real fight isn't you versus your job or you versus the haters. It's not even you versus your past. It's you versus you.
I actually want to beat him.
You versus the part of you that wants to stay in bed. You versus the part that says you've done enough. You versus the part that craves comfort over growth. That's the only fight that matters. Win that, and everything else falls into place.
Well, I hope so you touched it for
The
sure.
real war is fought when nobody's watching. It's when the alarm goes off and your body screams no, but your mind says go. It's when your legs burn and your lungs quit at the gym, but you push through for one more rep. It's when the world sleeps and you're still grinding, still chasing something no one else even sees.
Dude, holy shit.
That's not motivation. That's not hype. That's ownership. You want to feel different, look different, live different, then do something different.
Bro.
The truth is, your life
He's
reflects the
probably like,
standards you
you better
accept.
hit it, and you're just like, no.
Accept chaos, you live in chaos. Accept weakness, you walk in weakness. Accept average, you become average. But if you raise the bar, really raise it, everything changes.
I just gave him the ball.
High standards create pressure, but pressure is the birthplace of greatness. When you start expecting more from yourself, life starts giving you more. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you work for. Want better energy? Earn it. Want better focus? Build it. Want better results?
No.
Bleed for it.
That's such a good touch.
Spot.
No one is coming to raise your standards for you. No one's coming to save you from your old habits. That's your job. And once you accept that, once you take control of your behavior, your attitude, your response, you become dangerous. Not violent, not aggressive, just powerful. Because nothing owns you anymore. No emotion, no fear, no doubt, not even pain.
Oh,
You face it, feel it, and you keep moving forward.
What do I do, bro? I might do a coin. Should I do a coin flip?
It's how you
He wants to play
carry
ranked
yourself
with
when
me.
the world gives you every reason to break. And
Bro,
you
man.
don't.
Hold
You're
on,
going to
this is-
have days when
yeah,
you
this
want
is
to
good.
quit. You're going to question everything. That's normal. That's human.
I was
But
planning
don't
on doing
confuse
ranked
those
anyways,
moments
'cause
for
I was
weakness.
doing casual to get
Feeling
the-
tired
get a
isn't
challenge
weakness.
done.
What
Feeling
you say?
scared isn't
I
weakness.
was only doing
Even
casual
failing
to
isn't
get a
weakness.
challenge done for
Quitting is.
the ex-
Quitting is the only thing that turns temporary struggle
Yeah, what's that
into
challenge?
permanent regret.
it was
So
just
don't.
played 5-on-1 games.
Not today,
That's all it was.
not ever. If you're still breathing,
Basic thing.
you're still in the fight.
What about
As long as
comp
you're in the
online
fight.
games?
There's still time to win.
I've already got all those done. I played competitive.
Oh, it's saying play 5 online casual games?
I got one. I gotta get like three more games done in competitive
If you want to
Gotta
make a
win
change in your
10
life,
total.
you must stop
I've got
following the
7.
crowd. Success
Mm.
doesn't come from
And
doing
then
what
How many do you
everyone
have
else
left?
is doing.
0.
It comes from doing what feels right to
How many do
you,
you have left?
what you believe in, what aligns
Ah,
with your
shit.
heart.
Is it chill if I play
The
with Rome?
crowd may offer safety,
Yeah.
but it's not
Rome
the place
don't.
for winners.
Can I add you type shit?
Winners are not afraid to stand alone,
I
different.
appreciate it.
to rise above
Hey,
mediocrity,
bro, if you just keep your
crowd
speed up and
follows
you'll be able to hit
predictable
GC2.
clinging to fear and
They're
doubt.
trying to work more.
They seek approval, comfort,
And then if you fix the
conformity,
mic, you'll be able to
and
calm.
safety and sameness.
Yeah.
But real success
I
isn't
definitely
about staying safe. It's
I was
about
joking.
taking
Alright,
risks,
I'll add you though, okay?
stepping into the unknown, and trusting your own
later, man.
strength. It's about having the courage to go after your dreams, even when the world says you can't. The moment you stop seeking approval from others is when you begin to create your own path. Following the crowd is easy. Anyone can do it. But carving your own success requires boldness. You have to be willing to take that first step when no one else will. Look at the path that's already been walked and decide, this is not for me. I'm going to create something better. Remember, every great achievement was once thought impossible. It was the ones who dared to believe in themselves, who dared to be different, who changed the world. Every entrepreneur, artist, athlete, or leader you admire made their mark not by following the crowd, but by going their own way. You've been given the greatest tool you'll ever need to succeed, your mind. When you use it to align with your vision, the world opens up. You don't need to mimic others. You need to tap into your own unique power, desires, and potential. You need to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. Don't let the crowd dictate your choices. They'll tell you your dreams are too big, too risky. But the truth is, those who dream big, who refuse to settle, are the ones who change the world. If you follow the crowd, you'll remain stuck with their limitations. But when you break free and take control of your destiny, you'll unlock limitless possibilities. When you stop following the crowd, you start trusting your intuition. You make decisions based on your values, vision, and purpose, not on what others think you should do. The crowd will try to pull you back, but you must stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward, even when it feels like you're alone on your path. Success is not about blending in. It's about standing out, Having the courage to do what others won't, to think what others don't, and to believe what others can't. You have the power to create a life that is uniquely yours. But that power is only unlocked when you decide to stop following the crowd and start following your dreams. Ask yourself right now, what do I truly want? What is the life I am meant to live? The answers lie within you, not in the opinions of others. They come from your heart. They come from your vision. The first step to success is realizing you don't need the crowd's approval. You don't need to fit their expectations. You need to be you. There is no one else like you in the world. You are unique. Your dreams are unique. Your potential is unique. The world needs your voice, your vision, and your perspective. But you can only share it when you step out of the crowd and stand on your own. It's time to stop following the crowd and start leading your own life. Create a life that reflects who you truly are, not who the crowd wants you to be. You have everything you need inside you to succeed. The only thing holding you back is the fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. But on the other side of that fear is the life you've always dreamed of. You don't have to follow the crowd. You don't have to live by other people's expectations. You don't have to play by society's rules. The only rule you need to follow is, I can do anything I set my mind to. When you live by that rule, everything will change. The crowd may never understand your journey, but you don't need them to. You only need to believe in yourself. Make the decision today to step away from the crowd. Trust your own path, believe in your potential, and take action toward your dreams. The world is waiting for you to show up. When you stop following the crowd and start following your heart, you'll discover a life beyond your imagination. You are destined for greatness. You are meant to live a life that is uniquely yours. But that greatness will only come when you stop following the crowd and start following your own heart. The journey may not be easy, but it will be worth it. So take that first step. Step away from the crowd. Step into your future. Every time you choose to walk away from the crowd, you're telling the universe that you believe in your own path. You're refusing to settle for mediocrity, even if it feels familiar or comfortable. This decision is powerful. While the world moves in one direction, your dreams urge you to go another. The crowd may call you crazy, warn you of risks, or say your vision is too big. But here's the truth. You weren't born to be ordinary. You were born to stand out. Understand, this journey won't always be easy. There will be moments of doubt, when the crowd's voices grow louder. During these times, remind yourself of your worth and the fire that burns within you. You are not like everyone else. Your potential is boundless, your vision is vast, and your future is limitless. Think about all the things you've been told you couldn't do. The world imposes limits and expects you to follow, but you don't have to accept that. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. You are the architect of your destiny. When you control your thoughts and actions, you break free from the chains that have held you back. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs leaders, visionaries, and trailblazers willing to blaze their own path. The path of least resistance is the one most walked. It's familiar, safe, but doesn't lead to new places. To achieve greatness, you must get comfortable with discomfort. You need to take risks, step into the unknown, and trust that the universe will support you. When you follow your heart and dreams, the universe conspires to help you succeed. It always does for those who dare to believe. Think about the moments when you were most alive, most energized, most aligned with your purpose. Was it when you followed the crowd? Or when you broke free, trusted your instincts, and stepped into something greater than yourself? It's always the latter. When you stop fitting into someone else's mold and start creating your own, you truly come alive. You are a unique individual with infinite potential. The crowd doesn't know your story, but you do. And that's all that matters. The people who have created legacies, those who have changed the world, are the ones who refuse to follow the crowd. They saw something different, something bigger, and chose to act on it. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for the perfect time. They acted, trusting their vision. Every great achievement begins with one decision: to stop following the crowd, to trust yourself, to believe that you are worthy of what you desire. When you follow the crowd, you live by their doubts, their fears, and their limitations. You let their definition of what's possible shape your life. But when you stop following the crowd, you open yourself to endless possibilities. You step into your true power, into the life you were always meant to lead. You begin to make decisions based on your desires, not the opinions of others. You act with intention, purpose, and unwavering belief in your inevitable success. The beauty of breaking away from the crowd is that you create your own rules. You choose your own path. You no longer need to live according to someone else's standards. You write your own story, and your story is worth telling. Your dreams are worth pursuing. Your success is worth fighting for. So what are you waiting for? The crowd won't wait for you. The world doesn't need another follower. It needs another leader. And you are that leader. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let others' opinions stop you from stepping into your greatness. Your vision is bigger than anything the crowd can see, and now it's time to make it a reality. Right now, close your eyes. Picture the life you want. Feel the joy, success, and fulfillment of living life on your terms. Know that it's already within your reach. You have everything you need to make it happen. The only thing standing between you and that life is your decision to stop following the crowd and start believing in your own power. When you make that decision, you open the door to the life you've always wanted. Step through that door, and the world will open up to you in ways you can't even imagine. Your potential is limitless. The crowd doesn't know that, but you do. When you decide to stop following the crowd, you're choosing a path of confidence and resilience. I know it's tempting to blend in, to stay comfortable, and follow the familiar. But comfort is the enemy of growth. The moment you step outside your comfort zone, everything begins to change. When you stop following the crowd, you stop adhering to the rules that have held you back. You become the rule maker. You take control of your future. Let's be clear. This path isn't easy. If it were, everyone would be living their dream lives. But greatness doesn't come from taking the easy road. It comes from challenge. It comes from hard work. It comes from persistence. And above all, it comes from believing in yourself. Every time you take action on your dreams, you push the boundaries of what you once thought possible. Even when the world tries to hold you back, you're saying, I refuse to let the crowd define me. That's when you start to see results. When you align with your true purpose and stop hiding behind the crowd's expectations, your reality begins to match your mindset. If you've ever felt like something was missing or that there's more for you out there, let me tell you, there is. There's so much more, and it's within your reach. But it will require breaking free from norms, limitations, and the negativity of the crowd. It's going to take becoming the person you were meant to be, and trust me, that person doesn't follow. That person leads. The world doesn't need another yes man. The world needs you. The world needs your perspective, your creativity, and your fire. But to offer that, you must be willing to step outside the lines and carve your own path. Yes, it's scary and uncertain, but the rewards are worth it. The real rewards come from knowing you achieved success on your own terms, from believing in yourself, from resilience, and from unshakable confidence. Here's a secret. The crowd is not successful. They may seem comfortable, even like they have it all together, but deep down, they're simply reacting to life instead of creating it. The true leaders, the ones who succeed, aren't defined by what they have. They are defined by who they've become. They are defined by their mindset, discipline, courage to be different, and their willingness to fight for what they believe in. So, when the world tells you to fit in, to follow, to conform, remember this: you don't have to. Every breakthrough, every great idea, and every successful life started with someone who said, "I'm not going to follow the crowd." It started with someone who believed that their way was the right way, even when the world said otherwise. Look at the people you admire, the successful ones, the ones living lives full of purpose and passion. They all had doubts, fears, and uncertainties, but they didn't let those stop them. They took action anyway. They trusted their vision, even when no one else could see it. And that's the choice you need to make too. Every day you get to decide who you want to be. You get to choose whether you will follow the crowd or break free. Following may feel safer, but safety won't lead you to the life you want. The life you're meant to live is out there, waiting for you to claim it. But only if you're willing to be different. If you want success, make the decision now. Stop following the crowd. Take your life into your hands. Trust yourself. Trust your vision. Trust that you have everything you need to create the future you desire. The crowd might not understand your journey, but that's okay. This journey is yours. This is your life. You choose what it looks like. You choose how it feels. You choose who you become. So, choose wisely. Be the leader of your life. Stop following and start creating. The crowd can't create the life you want. Only you can. When you start living by your own rules, when you stop following the crowd and start leading with purpose, you'll see the difference it makes. Your life will transform. Opportunities will start to appear. The people who truly resonate with your energy will come into your life. When you stop following the crowd, you open the door to endless possibilities. As you walk this path, something incredible will begin to unfold. The more you focus on your vision and invest in yourself, the more your surroundings will change. The people you meet, the opportunities that arise, and even the challenges you face will begin to reflect the new person you're becoming. When you stop following the crowd and trust your own direction, the universe aligns with your purpose. The journey won't always be smooth. There will be obstacles and moments when doubt creeps in, making you question if you're on the right path. But here's what you need to understand. Doubt is part of growth. It's a natural part of the process. Every successful person has faced doubt. It's not about eliminating doubt, but about moving forward despite it. Doubt only holds you back if you let it. And the moment you choose to believe in yourself, it loses its power. Failure will be part of the journey too. But let me say this. Failure is not something to fear. It's feedback, a lesson, an opportunity for growth. Every time you fall, you get closer to your goal. Each failure brings wisdom, and wisdom is power. The world loves to celebrate success stories, those who seem to have it all figured out. But they don't tell you about the struggles, the failures, and the countless nights spent wondering if they were crazy. Every successful person has faced tough times, times when they felt alone, without the support of the crowd. But they kept going. They kept trusting their vision and taking action, no matter how hard it got. That's your challenge now. Keep going. Even when you can't see the end. Even when it feels like the road is never ending. Because the moment you stop, the moment you give in to the crowd's way of thinking, is the moment you lose. But when you stay the course, and you keep believing in your path, you will start to see results, often faster than you imagined. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. Perfection doesn't exist. Life won't ever be exactly what you want it to be, but that's not the point. What matters is what you're willing to create. What matters is how much you believe in yourself. The right time is now. Every moment spent hesitating, every moment wasted by fear is a moment lost. Do you want to live with regret? Do you want to look back years from now and ask, what if I had taken that chance? Or do you want to say, I did it. I broke free from the crowd. I followed my dreams and I lived life on my terms. The choice is yours. The time to make that choice is now. Imagine living the life you've always dreamed of. Picture yourself waking up each day, knowing you're in control of your future. Feel the pride of realizing that you created this life, not from following the crowd, but from believing in yourself. It's about being bold enough to step out of the norm and take action. That's the life that's waiting for you. You don't need permission from anyone to live your dream. You don't need anyone's approval. The only approval you need is your own. You are enough. You have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. The power is in your hands right now. So, make a promise to yourself. Promise that you will no longer let the crowd dictate your life. Promise that you will trust your own vision, no matter how big or impossible it seems. Promise to take the first step, and then the next, and the next. Keep moving forward, and never look back. This is your life. You create it however you choose. The crowd doesn't control your future. You do. As you move forward, don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to be different. The world needs what only you can offer. Your unique perspective, your talents, your vision, and your heart. All of that is what the world is waiting for. When you stop following the crowd, you begin to live fully, authentically, and with purpose. You become the person you were always meant to be. So stand tall, walk your own path. As you do, you're not just creating a future for yourself, you're inspiring others to do the same. In doing so, you become the change you wish to see in the world. You don't have to follow the crowd. You were never meant to. Now go out there and make it happen. You are unstoppable. There's a truth many are too afraid to face. Success is not a group effort. People may support you, but in the end, the journey is yours alone. No one can carry you through the storm. When it's time to rise, you must rise by yourself. In a world full of noise, it's easy to get caught up. People search for shortcuts, the quick fix, or the right connections, thinking success is about being in the right place at the right time. But that's a lie. Success isn't about luck. It's about relentless pursuit of your goals, day after day. And that pursuit, it's a solo mission. When you realize this, everything changes. The excuses fade, the distractions disappear. You stop waiting for validation or permission, and you stop relying on a group to carry you. You realize that the only person who will push you, day in and day out, is you. The only person who will decide whether you move forward is you. Alone. No applause, no hand on your back. It's in the silence that you discover who you really are. While others are out partying, wasting time, you're grinding. Alone. You're learning, practicing, building your future with each step. It's when you face challenges on your own that you truly understand your potential and what you're capable of. I'm not saying you won't need help at times. There will be moments when you need guidance. But the difference between winning and losing is how you face the tough times. The times when there's no one there to help you, no one to cheer you on. That's when you'll discover your true strength. The path to greatness is not paved with handshakes or applause. It's made of sweat, tears, failure, and sacrifice. It's paved with loneliness. While others seek comfort, you're in the trenches, working tirelessly. Alone. The world will tell you that you need someone to help you, to support you. But the truth is, you must learn to stand on your own. You must embrace discomfort and find strength in solitude. The more time you spend alone, the more you'll discover about your drive, your resilience, and your ability to push through the toughest of times. Look around. Most people fear solitude. They fill their lives with distractions to avoid facing their own thoughts, struggles, and weaknesses. But that's the difference between the average and the extraordinary. The extraordinary embrace the silence. They know it's in solitude where growth happens. You must learn to embrace isolation in the grind. When you're striving for something meaningful, there won't always be someone beside you. The world won't wait for you to be ready. It's harsh, indifferent, and unkind. But if you're willing to keep pushing forward while others remain stuck, you will find success. It won't be easy. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when the weight of your dreams is too heavy to bear. But you have a choice. Quit or keep going. Surrender to the pain or use it to fuel your journey. Success is paved with discomfort, struggle, and loneliness. But that's where you'll discover your true strength. It's in the moments when no one is there to push you that you'll find the courage to push yourself. You can't rely on others to fight your battles. No one else can carry your weight. People can guide you, but the real transformation happens when you do it alone. When you wake up before the world, when you stay up long after everyone else has gone to bed, when you sacrifice comfort for the pursuit of your dreams, that's where the magic happens. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, or for someone to give you permission, you'll wait forever. The time is now. The moment is now. Stop delaying your success. You don't need anyone's approval. You need discipline, work, and the willingness to stay in the fight, especially when you're alone. So ask yourself, are you ready to do it alone? Are you ready to face hardship without anyone holding your hand? Are you willing to make the sacrifices and endure the struggles that most people will never even attempt? The moment you say yes is the moment your journey begins. Success is not given. It's earned. And it's earned by those who are willing to push through the hardest times. When no one is watching, no one is cheering. It's earned by those who can do it alone. When you look in the mirror, know that the person staring back at you is the only one who can take you to the top. And if you're willing to fight through the loneliness, discomfort, and pain, you will get there. You will rise. Because greatness isn't for the faint of heart. It's for those willing to fight alone, to stand tall when everyone else is sitting down, to keep going when the world tells them to quit. And that's the power of doing it alone. It's yours to claim. Don't wait for anyone else. Don't wait for the perfect time. Go now. Take the first step and never look back. Many fall into a dangerous trap. They get too comfortable. They expect others to do the heavy lifting and feel defeated when help doesn't come. But here's the truth. You can't build a future by waiting for others. If you rely on them, you'll be stuck in a perpetual waiting game. Waiting gets you nowhere. You have to train yourself to stand tall, even when everything seems stacked against you. Do you think the legends we admire reach their heights with an army behind them? Number. They did it alone. They pushed through when no one was cheering. They fought when they felt like giving up. They stood firm when others told them it wasn't possible. Now it's your turn. This is your chance to rise above your limits, and you don't need anyone to hold your hand. It's just you, and it always has been. Every major change you've made in your life, the decision to get better, stronger, and rise above your circumstances, was your choice. Sure, mentors, friends, or loved ones may have offered advice, but the responsibility was yours. It's your body, your mind, your soul. Only you can decide to move forward. The path won't be easy, but greatness was never about ease. Greatness comes from relentless pursuit. It's about showing up when no one else will, pushing through the moments when everything inside you tells you to stop. That's where the magic happens, where your strength is built. In those quiet, lonely hours when others are asleep and you're grinding, that's when you earn your success. When you go it alone, you strip away distractions. You stop caring about what others think, what they're doing, and focus solely on your mission. It doesn't matter if the world is moving faster or if others have it easier. What matters is the path you're carving. In the quiet, when the distractions fade, clarity emerges, and you understand exactly what needs to be done. To succeed alone, you must be strong. A weak mind won't get you there. So get comfortable with discomfort. Grow stronger every day. Trust yourself, even when others don't. Trust isn't built overnight. It's earned through action, through showing up when it's tough. It's about proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Every sacrifice, every hour spent working alone, every step outside your comfort zone, these are the moments that shape you. Stop expecting someone else to carry your load. The ones who succeed understand that their journey is theirs alone. They find strength in it, peace in it, purpose in it. This is your fight, your battle, your life. No one else is coming to save you, and that's exactly how it should be. As you move forward, remember, it's okay to feel the weight of it all. It's okay to struggle. That struggle will separate you from the rest. It will show you how strong you really are. Don't shy away from it. Don't run from the challenge. Step into it, face it head on, and keep pushing. The world will try to break you, to make you feel like you're not enough. Those moments of doubt, that's where you grow. That's where you find out who you really are. In those moments, you have a choice. Give in or keep going. Keep going, and you'll come out stronger, tougher, more determined. This journey is about you, what you're capable of, what you can achieve. It's about setting goals that scare you and pursuing them no matter how impossible they seem. It's about betting on yourself and putting in the work, even when no one is watching. Eventually, you'll have to make the choice. Are you willing to sacrifice comfort, the easy life, and the approval of others to become the person you were always meant to be? If so, when you truly commit to this path, nothing will stop you. So, when the world tells you that you're crazy, that you're too ambitious, that you can't make it, smile. Because you know something they don't. You're doing it alone, and that makes you unstoppable. Success will never be handed to you. It won't be easy. But when you embrace the struggle, when you learn to do it alone, when you step into the grind day after day, nothing will stand in your way. Take a deep breath, clear your mind, and know that your journey starts today. It starts with you, and only you. It starts with the commitment to rise above your circumstances, to embrace the grind, and to stand tall no matter what. Do it alone. Be relentless. Your greatness is waiting, and it's yours for the taking. When you choose to walk this path alone, you'll soon notice something profound. People will start to fall off. Those who weren't ready to commit, those unwilling to make the hard choices, will fade away. And that's when you'll realize this journey isn't for everyone. It's not for the weak, or those seeking an easy way out. This path is for those who will stop. It's in those quiet, lonely moments, the nights when no one is watching and you're doing the work, that you grow. It's when you push through exhaustion, doubt, and discomfort, telling yourself you'll do whatever it takes to get better. That's where true growth happens. You've got to train yourself to get comfortable with solitude. You have to learn to love the grind, because that's where greatness is forged. And on this path, there will be days when you feel like the world is against you. There will be moments when everything feels like it's falling apart and failure seems inevitable. But those moments will define you. You can either let them break you or let them make you stronger. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they handle hardship. The ones who succeed keep going, even when they feel like quitting. You're not just building physical strength, you're building mental strength. You're developing the mindset to overcome anything life throws your way. And the more you push through the tough times, the more you'll realize you're capable of far more than you ever thought possible. This journey is long, and it will be tough. But with every day you show up and put in the work, you're one step closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. The pain, the sacrifice, every moment of struggle will be worth it, because in the end, it's the persistence that counts. It doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is that you keep moving forward. The world is full of distractions and people who will try to pull you in different directions. Some will try to convince you that their way is the right way. But you have to stay focused on your path. Block out the noise and stay true to your mission. You know where you're headed, and no one else can walk this journey for you. There will be people who doubt you, who tell you your dreams are too big or too unrealistic. They'll say you're wasting your time, but don't listen. They don't know what it's like to push through the pain, to keep going when it feels impossible. You do. That's why you'll succeed. You have the heart, the drive, and the willingness to do what others won't. You have the courage to do it alone. So don't let anyone's doubts or setbacks stop you. Don't let the loneliness make you feel like you're failing. You're not. You're learning, growing, and getting better every day. And as long as you keep moving forward, even when it's hard, you're winning. At the end of this journey, when you look back, you won't remember the pain or the failures. You'll remember the lessons learned, the strength you built, and the person you became along the way. It will all be worth it. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep doing it alone. Because that's where greatness lives. It's in those moments when no one is watching, when you're alone with your thoughts and dreams, putting in the effort that others won't. That's where success is found. When you finally reach the top, you'll realize it wasn't about the destination. It was about the journey. It was about doing it alone, facing the struggles, doubts, and fears, and coming out stronger on the other side. That's the power of doing it alone. It's not just about achieving your dreams. It's about becoming the person who can achieve them. And that's where true success lies, in the journey, the grind, and the willingness to push through, to never give up. Remember, greatness isn't for those who quit when it gets hard. It's for those who keep going, even when they're alone. Are you ready to do it alone? Are you ready to take the steps others won't? Are you ready to become the person who makes it happen, no matter what? The time is now. This is your journey to own. Do it alone, and make your mark on the world. Let me tell you something. If you don't change now, you never will. That's the truth. Change doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen because you sit around and wish for it. It happens when you decide that enough is enough, that you can't keep living the way you've been living. When you hit that point, where you look at your life and say, no more excuses. I'm doing this. Listen, we've all had those days when we feel like we're not good enough. We've all had those days when we feel defeated, when we think the world is too big, too tough for us to make a dent in. And those days, they don't get easier. Life doesn't get any less difficult just because you're tired. It doesn't slow down just because you wish it would. You have the power to change. You have the power to look at the life you have now and say, this is not enough. I want more. I deserve more. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie to you. Change never is. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be living their best life. But the truth is, most people don't. Most people get comfortable. They settle. They live in a bubble of their own making. They tell themselves that they'll change someday, maybe next week, next year, and things are different. Things won't change unless you do. That's the law of life. If you don't change now, you will never change. You'll keep waking up to the same routine. You'll keep seeing the same walls, the same problems, the same limitations. You'll keep wishing for something different, but you won't ever get there until you take that first step. It's all on you. Your life is your responsibility. You're not going to get the help you need from anyone else. Sure, people might support you. People might cheer you on. But when the going gets tough, when the challenges pile up, it's you who has to stand up and say, I'm not quitting. I'm not backing down. I'm going to do this no matter how hard it gets. Do you want to live the same life for the next 5, 10, 20 years? Do you want to look back and regret that you didn't take action when you had the chance? If you're tired of the way things are, if you're tired of feeling stuck, tired of feeling like you're not moving forward, then change now. You have to start somewhere. You have to start right now. Even if it's just one small step. It's never going to be perfect, and that's okay. The only thing that matters is that you move forward. Because each step you take now is a step that leads to the person you were always meant to be. Think about your goals. What do you want to achieve? What are the dreams that keep you up at night? You know they're possible, don't you? You know that somewhere deep down, you have everything it takes to make them real. But right now, that's just a dream. It's just an idea in your head, and it will stay that way unless you take action. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that the time for change is tomorrow. That the time for action is when things are easier, when everything aligns perfectly, when they feel ready. But I'm telling you right now, that moment doesn't exist. The stars won't align for you. You have to make the move now, even if you don't feel ready. Especially if you don't feel ready. Because when you wait, you waste time. When you wait, you stay stuck. When you wait, you're giving up on yourself. And that's not something I want for you. Now I know it's scary. It's terrifying to face the unknown. To step into a world where you don't have all the answers. It's easy to stay where it's comfortable, even if that comfort is suffocating. But here's the thing. Comfort is where dreams die. It's where ambition fades. It's where you get trapped in a cycle of what-ifs and one-days. The world doesn't reward people who play it safe. The world rewards people who take risks. People who are willing to fail, to fall, to scrape themselves off the ground and try again. People who are willing to face the fear, the self-doubt, the insecurities, and say, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to make this happen no matter what. Do you want to be that person? The one who takes risks? The one who breaks out of their shell and fights for the life they know they deserve? Because that's what it takes. It takes courage. It takes conviction. It takes the willingness to push through the hard days, the setbacks, the failures, and keep going anyway. And the truth is, it's not going to be easy. If you think it is, you're fooling yourself. Success isn't easy. Growth isn't easy. Being the person you want to be is not easy. But you can't let that stop you. You can't let fear control you. Here's the thing. The hardest moments in life, the moments when you want to quit, when you want to give up, when you feel like you've had enough, those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments that separate the people who make it from the people who don't. Those are the moments when you decide, I'm going to push through. I'm going to keep fighting. Now, I know there's a part of you that's scared. There's a part of you that's afraid to fail, afraid to fall, afraid of what might happen if you go all in. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the end. It's just a step on the journey. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. And if you're not failing, you're not growing. So take the leap. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for the stars to align. Don't wait for some magic moment to come along and say, now is the time. The time is now. You have everything you need to start. You have the strength. You have the drive. You have the will. All that's left is to make the choice. If you don't change now, you never will. And I'm telling you, you're worth it. You deserve more than this life you're living right now. You deserve to be the person you've always wanted to be. But you have to take that first step. So what's it going to be? Are you going to stay stuck? Or are you going to step up and change your life right now? The choice is yours. But remember, if you don't change now, you never will. There comes a moment in life when you look around and realize that everything is exactly the way it's always been. You wake up, go through the motions, and the days seem to slip by without any noticeable difference. The truth is, a lot of us have been in that place before. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been stuck. Stuck in the same job, the same routine, the same old habits that never seem to get you anywhere. And it's easy to think, this is it. This is all life has for me. But let me tell you something. That's the lie. That's the trap. That moment, the moment you believe you can't change anymore, that's when you've already lost. So, what's it going to take for you to realize this is your moment? Right here. Right now. Because if you don't take action now, I'm telling you, you never will. You'll wake up 5 years from now, or 10, and look back at this exact moment and realize you had a chance to change everything, and you missed it. The difference between the person you are now and the person you want to be is a decision. It's that simple. Think about it. We all have dreams, goals, aspirations. We have that inner voice that keeps telling us, I want more. I want better. But we push it down. We ignore it. We tell ourselves it's not possible, and we keep lying to ourselves, convincing ourselves that it's okay to stay in the same place, because stepping out of that comfort zone feels scary. But here's the thing. Comfort is the silent killer of progress. Comfort will keep you stuck. It will tell you that you're okay, even when you're not. Let me tell you something. You are not okay if you're not growing. You are not okay if you're not pushing yourself to the limit. You are not okay if you're sitting around waiting for a miracle. Nobody is coming to save you. The only person who can change your life is you. But change is hard. Change is uncomfortable. Change requires a fight. And the reason most people don't change is because they're afraid of that fight. They're afraid of the discomfort. They're afraid of failure. And worst of all, they're afraid of success. Because when success comes, it demands more. It demands more from you. It demands you to be more than you were yesterday. And that scares people. So what do people do? They stay where they are. They make excuses. I'll start tomorrow. I'll get to it next week. It's not the right time. But there's never a perfect time. There's never a right time. The only time is now. The only time is this moment. And if you don't take action now, you will never take it. You have to stop waiting for the perfect circumstances. Life doesn't care about your perfect circumstances. Life doesn't care if you're tired. Life doesn't care if you don't feel like it. Life keeps moving, whether you're ready or not. The question is, are you ready to change? Are you ready to stop living the life you've always lived? Are you ready to stop making excuses? The hardest part of change is not the process itself. It's the decision. The decision to change. Because once you make the decision, once you decide you've had enough, once you decide you're done being stuck, change is inevitable. It's not easy, but it's inevitable. The minute you decide you are worthy of better, you open up doors you never knew existed. But here's the reality check. Nothing happens if you don't take action. You can dream all you want, but dreams are just fantasies without action. You can tell yourself every day that you're going to get fit, that you're going to work harder, that you're going to build something for yourself. But until you actually do something about it, it's all just noise. Think about all the things you put off, all the things you've said. I'll get to it eventually. The truth is, eventually never comes. Eventually is a lie we tell ourselves to justify procrastination. But right now is the only moment you've got. Right now is your chance to change. And I get it. It's tough. The world is full of distractions. It's full of noise that tries to pull you in a million different directions. But the real question is, what do you want? What are you willing to fight for? What are you willing to give up, to sacrifice, to do the hard things in order to get the life you know you deserve? Listen to me. If you're not willing to make changes in your life right now, if you're not willing to step into the discomfort of growth, you will stay exactly where you are. And that is a choice. It's not some cosmic force keeping you down. It's not fate. It's you. So ask yourself this. What's holding you back? What's the thing that's keeping you stuck? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it the fear of failure? Because here's a truth that most people won't tell you. Failure is part of the process. Failure is not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace. It's feedback. It's the teacher you need to grow. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. And if you're not trying hard enough, you'll never change. But the most dangerous thing you can do is nothing. The most dangerous thing you can do is sit back and say, I'll change later. Later doesn't exist. Later is just a future excuse. The only time that matters is now. If you don't change now, you never will. I know it's tough. I know there are days when you're tired. I know there are days when you feel like giving up. I've been there. I've been at rock bottom. I've been so low I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But let me tell you something. The pain of staying where you are is greater than the pain of change. And if you can just push through that discomfort, if you can just keep going when it feels like the world is against you, that's when you start to see the real transformation. You are capable of more than you know. You are stronger than you think. You have untapped potential, just waiting to be unleashed. But you've got to believe in it. You've got to believe that you can change. You've got to believe that you are worth the effort. But here's the kicker. Only you can make the choice. Only you can decide that enough is enough. Only you can decide that you're ready to stop being stuck. Only you can decide to make today the day everything changes. So make that choice. Don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll change tomorrow. Change today. Take that first step. Do the thing that scares you. Go after that dream. Take the risk. Fight for your future. Because if you don't change now, you never will. Time. It's the one thing that we all have in common. Yet it's also the one thing that slips away from us the fastest. When we're young, we think we have forever. But then we blink. And suddenly the years are gone. We look back and ask ourselves, where did the time go? But here's the thing. The time that's passed doesn't define us. The time that's left does. What you do now matters more than anything else. The present moment is where all the power lies. It's the only moment you have control over. So if you don't take action now, if you don't make that choice to change right now, then when? Let me ask you this. Do you want to look back at your life in 10 years and wish you'd started sooner? Do you want to have regrets that haunt you for the rest of your life because you kept putting things off? Right now, you have the power to decide. You have the power to turn your life in a completely new direction. But that requires something more than just wishing and hoping. It requires action. The biggest mistake most people make is thinking that change is something that happens overnight. They think they'll wake up one day and magically be different. But the truth is, change doesn't happen like that. It's a process. And that process begins with one small decision. One decision that you make right now. And that decision is simple. You choose to act. You choose to stop waiting. You choose to stop dreaming and start doing. The moment you make that decision, you've already taken the hardest step. The rest is just the work. The messy, uncomfortable, but rewarding work. Change doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require you to have it all figured out. It doesn't require you to know exactly what the future holds. What it requires is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time. And let me be clear, every step you take is progress, even the small ones. Every decision to move forward, even if it feels insignificant at the time, is a step towards the life you want. Think about this. Have you ever noticed how often we get in our own way? We overthink, we worry, we second-guess ourselves, and then we end up doing nothing. That's what holds most people back. They're paralyzed by indecision and fear. But the real secret to breaking free from that is taking action before the fear can settle in. You don't have to know everything. You just need to take the first step. Look, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the road ahead will be a smooth ride. There will be obstacles. There will be days when you feel like giving up. But let me tell you something. Those moments of struggle, those are the moments that shape you. Those are the moments that build your character and strength. Those are the moments that separate the ones who will succeed from the ones who will stay stuck. So what are you going to do today? What small action are you going to take right now that will move you closer to where you want to be? Because the longer you wait, the more you push your dreams away. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the harder it becomes to break out of it. But here's the good news. It's never too late. No matter how long you've been stuck, No matter how many times you've failed, the opportunity to change is always available to you. It just requires you to make the decision. And the best part? Once you make that decision, the universe starts to align. People, opportunities, resources, they all start showing up in ways you never expected. You'll begin to attract what you need because you've made the choice to take action. It's like a chain reaction that starts with you. So, let this be your wake-up call. Let this be the moment you stop doubting yourself. Let this be the moment you take control of your life. No more waiting for the perfect time. No more excuses. The perfect time is now. Get up. Make the change. Start the work. Take the first step and trust that everything else will follow. Remember, if you don't change now, you never will. And that's a reality you don't want to face. Take the leap. The world is waiting for you to show up. The hardest part of changing your life isn't about figuring out what to do or having everything in place. The hardest part is making the decision that you're no longer willing to stay the same. The hardest part is believing that you deserve better, that you can be better. But once you make that decision, everything else falls into place. The path ahead may not be easy, but it's yours to walk. The choice is yours. You can stay where you are, or you can take a chance on yourself. And if you choose to change, if you choose to start now, then tomorrow will look different. Your future will look different. And that, my friend, will be the greatest victory of all. Let me tell you something. Life isn't always a physical battle. For most of us, the war isn't fought with swords or shields, guns or missiles. The battlefield isn't out there. It's inside us. Every single day, a silent war rages within our minds, hearts, and souls. It's the war against doubt, fear, procrastination, and laziness. The war against excuses and settling for less. The war against staying the same when you know you're capable of so much more. This war doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive with banners or alarms. It sneaks into your thoughts during quiet moments when no one is looking. It whispers, "You're not good enough." It tells you to stay in bed when you promised yourself you'd rise early. It convinces you that you can't change, that life is too hard, and you're not meant for greatness. But here's the truth. This war is winnable. The greatest warriors aren't the ones with physical strength or sharp weapons. They're the ones who conquer the battlefield within. They silence the voice of self-doubt and rise above their fears. The war within you is the hardest battle you'll ever fight, but it's also the most rewarding. Because when you win this war, you don't just change your life, you become unstoppable. You've heard the phrase, "You are your own worst enemy." But have you ever stopped to truly consider what it means? No one can hold you back more than you can. That voice telling you to quit, to give up, to settle, that voice doesn't come from anyone else. It comes from within. The enemy within doesn't wear a mask or hide in the shadows. It's the part of you that resists growth and change. It's the voice that says, "I'll start tomorrow," or This is too hard, or what's the point? It knows your weaknesses. It knows exactly when and where to strike. But here's the truth. That voice is not the real you. It's the part of you that's afraid. Afraid of failure, judgment, and even success. The first step in winning the war within is recognizing fear for what it is, a liar. Fear lies to you every day, and your job is to stop listening. If the war is within, you need armor for battle. That armor is discipline. Discipline separates those who achieve their dreams from those who merely dream. It's not motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. Every day, you face small battles. Getting out of bed when you don't feel like it. Going to the gym when you're tired. Saying no to distractions. And focusing on what truly matters. Winning these small battles is how you win the war. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean you'll never make mistakes. It means you'll get back up every time you fall. It means showing up, even when it's hard. It means keeping the promises you make to yourself. Each promise kept builds trust, and trust is the foundation of self-confidence. Without discipline, there's no progress. Without progress, there's no victory. Fear is the most powerful weapon your enemy has. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you small. It convinces you that you're safer where you are, even if you're miserable. But here's the truth. Fear isn't a stop sign. It's a green light. Fear signals that you're about to do something meaningful. The things that scare you most often hold the greatest potential to change your life. Whether it's starting a new business, pursuing a dream, or standing up for yourself, fear will always be there when you step out of your comfort zone. You can't run from fear. You can't hide from it. The only way to conquer fear is to face it head on. Every time you confront your fears, you weaken their grip on you. Each step into discomfort makes you stronger. And the stronger you become, the easier it is to face the next challenge. Winning the war within doesn't happen overnight. It happens one small victory at a time. Every time you make the choice to push through resistance, you're winning. Every time you silence the voice of doubt, you're proving to yourself that you're capable of more. Small wins are the building blocks of greatness. It's not about taking massive leaps every day. It's about taking small, consistent steps in the right direction. It's about showing up, even when it's uncomfortable. Maybe today your small win is getting out of bed on time. Maybe it's choosing a healthy meal over junk food. Maybe it's spending 30 minutes working on a project you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, celebrate it. Recognize that every small win brings you closer to your goals. Over time, those small wins create massive change. The war within is fought with words as much as actions. The way you talk to yourself matters more than you realize. If you're constantly telling yourself, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, you're surrendering before the battle even begins. Positive self-talk isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing words that empower rather than defeat you. It's about reminding yourself of your strength, resilience, and potential. It's about becoming your own biggest cheerleader instead of your harshest critic. When negative thoughts creep in, stop and ask, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Replace harmful thoughts with constructive ones. For example, instead of, I'll never succeed, say, I'm learning and growing every day. Instead of, I'm a failure, say, I'm human, and I'm doing my best. The words you speak to yourself shape your reality, so choose them wisely. The war within is the hardest battle you'll ever face. but it's also the most important. Every day is an opportunity to prove to yourself what you're capable of. Every day is a chance to grow, to fight, to become the person you were meant to be. Remember, this war isn't won in a single day. It's won in the small choices you make consistently over time. Choose to fight. Choose to grow. Choose to win. Because the greatest victory isn't what you achieve, it's who you become. When you look back on your life, you'll know that every struggle, every setback, every moment of doubt was worth it. Because it made you stronger. It made you wiser. It made you unstoppable. The war is within you, but so is the strength to win it. Resilience is your shield in the war within. It's what allows you to bounce back from setbacks, to recover from defeat, and to keep moving forward no matter how many times life knocks you down. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let failure define you. Think back to the hardest moments in your life, the ones that felt like they might break you, but they didn't. You survived. You endured. And in doing so, you became stronger. That's resilience. It's not loud, flashy. It's quiet, unyielding determination. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain. It doesn't mean you won't cry, doubt, or feel overwhelmed. It means you'll pick yourself back up every single time. It means trusting that no matter how bad things get, you'll figure out a way forward. And the more you practice resilience, the more unshakable you become. Resilience is built through adversity. Every challenge, every failure, every hardship is an opportunity to grow stronger. So the next time life knocks you down, remember, falling isn't the end.
Get mad at me.
It's a chance to rise.
Doing nothing.
And each time you rise, you prove to yourself that nothing can keep you down. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a critical part of it. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of failures. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan missed more game-winning shots than most players ever take.
So that you could get an
The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they handle failure. Failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's feedback. It's a lesson in what doesn't work. A sign that you're pushing your limits and a step closer to success.
When you could have easily
The
done
only
something
true failure
to stop it
is giving up.
from getting scored.
When you
But
fail,
you just sat there,
ask yourself,
fucking stared at
what
the
can I
ball.
learn from this?
Like, it's
How can I
fucking
use this
stupid.
experience to grow?
Don't get mad at me. Get
Then
mad at
apply what you've
yourself
learned and try
for
again.
not making the right decision.
Failure is never the end of the story unless you let it be. It's a chapter, not the whole book. Embrace it. Learn from it. Let it fuel your determination. Victory in the war within doesn't come for free. It demands sacrifice. You cannot grow while clinging to comfort. You cannot become extraordinary by doing what's easy. Growth requires giving up something in the short term to gain something greater in the long term. Ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve your goals? Maybe it's an extra hour of sleep to wake up early and work on your dreams. Maybe it's saying no to distractions like social media or mindless entertainment. Maybe it's letting go of toxic relationships that drain your energy. Sacrifice isn't easy, but it's necessary. Every time you give up something that doesn't serve your purpose, you create space for something that does. Every time you choose discomfort over complacency, you take a step closer to becoming the person you want to be. Sacrifice is the price of progress. Pay it gladly. Purpose is your compass in the war within. It gives your actions meaning. It gives you a reason to keep going, even when things get tough. Without purpose, life feels aimless. But with purpose, every challenge becomes worthwhile. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just has to matter to you. Maybe your purpose is to provide for your family. Maybe it's to pursue a passion that sets your soul on fire. Maybe it's to make a difference in your community. Whatever it is, purpose gives you a reason to fight. Take time to reflect on your purpose. Ask yourself, what drives me? What am I willing to work for, sacrifice for, fight for? When you have a clear sense of purpose, you're not just fighting battles. You're fighting for something bigger than yourself. Momentum is your ally in the war within. When you're stuck in a rut, even taking the smallest step forward can feel impossible. But once you start moving, everything becomes easier. Momentum builds on itself, turning small actions into big results. The key to building momentum is to focus on one small action at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with the big picture. Instead, ask, what can I do today? Maybe it's making your bed, going for a 10-minute walk, or spending 15 minutes working on a goal. Whatever it is, start small. Each small action creates momentum. And once you have momentum, it's easier to keep going. Success is not about massive leaps. It's about consistent steps in the right direction. Keep taking those steps. And before you know it, you'll have traveled farther than you ever thought possible. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have in the war within. It shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. It reminds you of your blessings, even in the midst of struggle. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your challenges. It means recognizing that, even in hard times, there's always something to be thankful for. Start each day with gratitude. Take a moment to think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's a roof over your head, a kind word from a friend, or the simple fact that you woke up today. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It helps you see the good in your life and gives you strength to keep fighting. When you practice gratitude, you're not just changing your mindset, you're changing your life. Gratitude reminds you that no matter how tough the battle gets, there's always something worth fighting for. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to fight your battles for you. If you want to win the war within, you have to become the hero of your own story. You have to take responsibility for your life, your choices, and your future. Being your own hero doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean you'll never feel fear, doubt, or pain. It means you show up anyway. It means you keep fighting, even when it's hard. It means you take control of your narrative and refuse to be a victim of circumstance. Every hero's journey is filled with challenges, but those challenges are what make the hero strong. They're what shape the hero into someone capable of overcoming anything. You have that strength within you. The question is, will you use it? Victory in the war within doesn't mean you never struggle. It doesn't mean you never feel fear, doubt, or pain. It means you don't let those things stop you. It means you keep fighting, keep growing, and keep moving forward. Every day is a battle. Some days will be harder than others. Some days you'll feel like giving up. But remember, victory is not won in a single day. It's won through consistent effort, through small wins, through unwavering resilience. When you look back on your life, you'll realize that every struggle, every setback, every moment of doubt was worth it. Because those moments made you stronger. They made you wiser. They made you unstoppable. The war within you is the hardest battle you'll ever face. But it's also the most rewarding. Because when you win this war, you don't just change your life. You change who you are. Change is terrifying, but it's also necessary. If you want to win the war within, you have to confront the uncomfortable truth that your life will not improve unless you're willing to change. Change doesn't come easily. It challenges everything you know, everything you're used to, and everything that feels safe. But comfort and growth cannot coexist. The war within thrives on resistance to change. It's the voice that tells you, this is just how things are. But that's a lie. Things are the way they are because you've allowed them to be. You are not a tree. You are not rooted in one place, unable to move. You have the power to make different choices, to create a different reality. Change starts with a single decision. It starts with saying, I'm done settling. I'm done making excuses. I'm ready to do what it takes. It's not about overhauling your life in a day. It's about making consistent, small adjustments that lead to big transformations over time. Change is scary, but staying the same is scarier. The life you dream of is on the other side of fear. Discomfort is the price of admission for greatness. It's the feeling you get when you step out of your comfort zone, when you push yourself harder than ever before, when you face challenges that seem impossible. Most people avoid discomfort at all costs, but those who win the war within know that discomfort is where the magic happens. Think about it. The moments in your life that shaped you the most were not the easy ones. They were the moments when you had to dig deep, when you faced uncertainty, when you didn't know if you could do it, but you did it anyway. That's where growth happens. That's where strength is built. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's your ally. It's a sign that you're doing something meaningful. Embrace it. Lean into it. Let it remind you that you're alive, that you're capable, that you're moving forward. The more comfortable you become with discomfort, the more unstoppable you'll be. In the war within, patience is your secret weapon. We live in a world of instant gratification, where we expect results immediately. But real change takes time. Growth is a process, not a destination. And patience is what keeps you going when progress feels slow. Think of your goals like planting a tree. You can't expect it to grow overnight. You have to nurture it, water it, and give it time. The same is true for yourself. Every action you take, every small win, every step forward is like watering your tree. It may not seem like much at first, but over time, those small actions will create something incredible. Patience doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means trusting the process. It means understanding that the hard work you're putting in now will pay off, even if you can't see it yet. Stay consistent, stay committed, and know that the results will come. Action is the ultimate weapon in the war within. You can think, plan, and dream all you want, but nothing changes until you take action. Action is what turns ideas into reality. It's what separates those who succeed from those who talk about succeeding. The enemy within loves to keep you stuck in a cycle of overthinking. It whispers, what if it doesn't work? What if you fail? What if you're not ready? But action silences those doubts. It doesn't matter if your first step is messy or imperfect. What matters is that you take it. Start small if you need to. Take one step forward, no matter how insignificant it seems. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates progress. The more you act, the more confidence you build. And the more confidence you build, the easier it becomes to keep moving forward. You don't fight the war within alone. The people you surround yourself with have a massive impact on your mindset, your motivation, and your success. Some people will lift you up, inspire you, and push you to be your best. Others will drag you down, feed your doubts, and keep you stuck. Take a look at the people in your life. Are they helping you win the war within, Or are they part of the enemy's arsenal? It's not always easy to distance yourself from toxic relationships, but sometimes it's necessary. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you, and who remind you of your potential. And remember, it's not just about what you take, it's about what you give. Be the kind of person who inspires and uplifts others. Be the kind of person who helps others win their own battles. When you lift others, you lift yourself. The war within is not fought at full intensity every day. Just like a soldier needs rest to recharge for the next battle, you need rest to maintain your strength. Rest is not weakness, it's strategy. It's what allows you to keep going, to stay sharp, to fight your best fight. Rest doesn't just mean sleep, though sleep is crucial. It means taking time to recharge mentally, emotionally, and physically. It means giving yourself permission to step back, to breathe, to reflect. It means knowing when to push and when to pause. Remember, you're in this for the long haul. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a sign that you're not fighting smart. Prioritize rest, and you'll find yourself stronger, sharper, and more resilient in the battles ahead. The ultimate goal of the war within is not just to overcome your struggles, it's to become unstoppable. It's to reach a point where nothing can break your spirit, where no challenge can hold you back, where you know deep down that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Becoming unstoppable doesn't mean you'll never face obstacles. It doesn't mean you'll never feel fear, doubt, or pain. It means you'll face those things and keep going. It means you'll rise every time you fall. It means you'll refuse to give up, no matter how hard it gets. To become unstoppable, you must commit to a lifetime of growth. You must embrace the challenges, the setbacks, and the struggles as opportunities to become stronger. You must believe in yourself, even when no one else does. You must fight for the life you deserve, no matter what. Because the war within is not just about winning a battle. It's about transforming yourself into the person you were always meant to be. Most people don't understand what it really takes to win. They think success is about luck. They think it's about talent. They think it's about who you know. But real success, real greatness, that's built in the mind first. That's built in the dark, in the struggle, in the moments when nobody is watching. If you want to be strong, you must train your mind like a warrior. Warriors are not born, they are made. They are shaped by discipline, by pain, by sacrifice. The mind is like a muscle. It grows when you push it past its limits. But most people never do. Most people stop when it gets uncomfortable. They stop when it hurts. They stop when they feel tired. And that is why most people never rise above average. The warrior doesn't wait for motivation. The warrior doesn't wait to feel ready. The warrior acts. The warrior wakes up every day with a mission. It doesn't matter if they feel tired, if they feel discouraged, if they feel weak. They show up anyway. They put in the work. They train their mind to push through every obstacle. The mind is everything. If you control your mind, you control your life. If your mind is weak, your body will follow. Your decisions will follow. Your future will follow. But if your mind is strong, nothing can break you. No failure, no setback, no disappointment can stop you. Most people talk about goals. They write them down. They dream about them. But warriors don't just talk. They execute. They take action. They don't say, one day I'll be successful. They say, today I will get closer. They don't make excuses. They find a way. Think about the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. The thing that pushed you to your limit. The thing that made you doubt yourself. The thing that made you want to quit. But you didn't. You pushed through. You survived. And now, that moment is part of you. It made you stronger. It made you tougher. That is proof of what you are capable of. And yet most people forget. They forget how powerful they are. They let fear creep in. They let doubt take over. They tell themselves, I'm not strong enough. I'm not good enough. But warriors don't listen to doubt. They silence it. They overpower it. You must train your mind like a warrior. You must put yourself in situations that test you. You must do the hard things, even when you don't want to. Wake up early. Work out when you're tired. Study when you don't feel like it. Show up, even when nobody claps for you. Keep going even when you don't see results. That is how you build mental toughness. That is how you train your mind. Most people quit because they expect results too soon. They work hard for a week, for a month, and when they don't see success, they stop. But warriors understand the process. They understand that real results take time. They know that every day they put in work, they are getting better, even if they can't see it. A warrior never breaks under pressure. When life gets hard, they get harder. When things don't go their way, they adjust. They adapt. They refuse to back down, because they know that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Every setback is a lesson. Every obstacle is a test. And here's the truth. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to wake you up early. Nobody's going to push you to train harder. Nobody's going to make you chase your dreams. That is on you. It's your responsibility. You either take control of your life, or you let life control you. You either train your mind to be strong, or you let it stay weak. There is no in between. Every day you have a choice. You can stay the same, live the same life, make the same excuses. Or you can decide that today is the day you change. Today is the day you stop waiting. Today is the day you stop hoping and start doing. Warriors don't fear failure. They embrace it. They know that every failure is a step closer to success. They know that mistakes are proof they are trying. They don't let fear control them. They don't let fear stop them. They feel fear and move forward anyway. So ask yourself, are you ready to train your mind like a warrior? Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to push past your limits? Are you ready to fight for the life you want? Because if you are, then it's time to stop talking. It's time to stop dreaming. It's time to start acting. Train your mind. Strengthen your will. Become unstoppable. And remember this, a warrior never stops. A warrior never gives up. A warrior never settles, and neither should you. Now go, train your mind, train your body, train your life, and become who you were meant to be. Every single day is a test. Life is not going to hand you what you want. It will test you, push you, challenge you, and try to break you. And most people crack under pressure. Most people fold when it gets hard. They back down, they settle, they accept defeat. But you are not most people. You have a fire inside you, a voice in your head that tells you to keep going, a hunger to be better, to be stronger, to be greater. But that fire, that hunger, it needs to be fed. It needs to be sharpened, strengthened, and trained. Because here's the truth. You can train your body all you want, but if your mind is weak, you will always break. If your mind is not conditioned to handle pressure, you will quit the moment things get uncomfortable. That's why you must train your mind like a warrior. You must prepare yourself for battle every single day. Warriors don't just fight when it's convenient. They don't just push themselves when they feel motivated. They show up no matter what. They don't care if they're tired. They don't care if they're sore. They don't care if they failed yesterday. They don't care if nobody believes in them. They show up, they work, they fight, because that is what warriors do. Most people wait until they feel ready. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for motivation. But warriors know that motivation is unreliable. Discipline is the key. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Discipline is what gets you up when you don't want to move. Discipline is what makes you push harder when every muscle in your body is screaming to stop. Discipline is what separates the weak from the strong. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the discipline to do the work, you will fail. If you don't have the discipline to wake up early, to stay focused, to push through pain, then you will never reach your potential. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's about who is willing to suffer more. The greatest warriors are the ones who have suffered the most. They are the ones who have been beaten, broken, and knocked down, but refused to stay down. They got back up. They kept going. They learned how to turn pain into power. So the question is, can you suffer for your dream? Can you endure the pain? Can you embrace the struggle? Because that is what it takes. The world does not care about excuses. The world does not care about how hard it is. The world will not wait for you to be ready. It will keep moving, keep spinning, keep testing you. Either you rise, or you get left behind. Excuses are for the weak. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to justify why we didn't give it our all. But warriors don't waste time with excuses. They take responsibility. They own their choices. They own their failures. They don't say, I didn't have time. They make time. They don't say, I was too tired. They push through. They don't say, I wasn't motivated. They take action anyway. Because a warrior understands one simple truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to wake you up and force you to train. Nobody is going to push you past your limits. That is your job. That is your responsibility. The moment you take ownership of your life, everything changes. The moment you stop making excuses and start putting in the work, you unlock a new level of strength, a new level of power, a new version of yourself that you never even knew existed. Pain is your greatest teacher. Most people run from pain. They avoid discomfort. They stay in their comfort zone where it's safe. But warriors lean into pain. They embrace the suffering because they know that pain is the price of greatness. Pain is the pathway to strength. Pain is the fire that forges champions. So don't run from pain. Use it. Let it fuel you. Let it shape you. Let it make you stronger. When you feel tired, push harder. When you feel weak, keep moving. When you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Your mind is your greatest weapon. But like any weapon, it must be sharpened. It must be trained. It must be tested in battle. The thoughts you allow into your mind will shape your future. If you fill your mind with doubt, with negativity, with fear, then that is what you will become. But if you fill your mind with strength, with belief, with unstoppable determination, then nothing can break you. So guard your mind, train it, strengthen it, condition it to be unshakable. A weak mind will always surrender. A strong mind never backs down. You have one life. Own it. Look in the mirror. That person staring back at you, that is your competition. Not the person next to you. Not your friends. Not your family. You. Your only mission in life is to be better than you were yesterday. Stronger than you were yesterday. Smarter than you were yesterday. Because at the end of the day, the only person who can stop you is you. You were born to be great. You were born to be strong. You were born to rise above. But none of that will happen unless you decide to make it happen. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep making excuses? Are you going to keep waiting for the right moment? Or are you going to rise up and take what's yours? The choice is yours. The time is now. Train your mind like a warrior and become unstoppable. The world is full of people who start and never finish, full of people who dream but never act, full of people who talk about what they're going to do but never follow through. You are not going to be one of those people, because warriors finish what they start. A warrior doesn't just start strong, they end strong. When they commit to something, they see it through. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how many obstacles stand in their way, no matter how long it takes. Most people give up when the excitement fades. They love the idea of success. They love the thought of being great. But when the struggle comes, when the work gets hard, when the results don't show up overnight, they quit. They tell themselves it wasn't meant to be. But warriors don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't wait for everything to feel right. They push forward when everything in their body is telling them to stop. Because a warrior understands one thing. The battle is won in the mind first. Discomfort is your greatest ally. Most people avoid discomfort. They don't like pain. They don't like struggle. They want things to be easy. But if you live for comfort, you will never be great. Every time you push through pain, you grow. Every time you do something difficult, your mind gets stronger. Every time you refuse to quit, you become more powerful. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Every champion, every warrior, every legend has one thing in common. They mastered the art of discomfort. They learned to love the hard days. They trained their minds to push through suffering. They didn't just accept the grind, they embraced it. Nobody cares. Keep going. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where you feel like nothing is working. You're going to have days where you feel like quitting. And here's the hard truth. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how tired you are. Nobody cares how stressed you feel. Nobody cares how hard it is. You still have to show up. You still have to put in the work. You still have to fight. The moment you understand that, you become unstoppable. The world does not owe you anything. If you want something, go get it. If you want to be great, earn it. If you want to be the best, work for it. Excuses don't win battles. Warriors do. Fall in love with the process. Everyone wants the reward. Everyone wants the success, the fame, the recognition. But very few are willing to fall in love with the process. The early mornings, the late nights, the failures, the setbacks, the days where nothing seems to be working. This is where greatness is built. Not in the spotlight, not on stage, not when everyone is watching, but in the moments when no one is there. It's in the gym before the sun rises. It's in the study room when your friends are out partying. It's in the extra hours you put in when no one is pushing you. That's where champions are made. So don't chase the outcome. Chase the work. Chase the grind. Chase the discipline. Because if you do, the results will come. Your mind is your strongest weapon. Your body will break down before your mind does. Your muscles will get tired. Your energy will run low. Your body will scream for you to stop. But your mind can keep going. You have to learn to talk to yourself, to coach yourself, to remind yourself why you started. Tell yourself, I am built for this. I can handle this. I will not stop. Because once your mind believes it, your body will follow. Everything comes with a price. The question is, are you willing to pay it? Are you willing to wake up early when everyone else is sleeping? Are you willing to work when others are resting? Are you willing to suffer so that one day you can reap the rewards? Success is not free. It is earned through blood, sweat, and sacrifice. The question is, what are you willing to give up to get what you want? Most people aren't willing to give up anything. They want success without sacrifice. They want greatness without struggle. But warriors know that sacrifice is the price of greatness. You can't have both. You can't be great and be comfortable. You can't be legendary and live an easy life. You must choose comfort or greatness, mediocrity or mastery, excuses or results. But you can't have both. What are you going to do? So here's the question. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to keep making excuses? Are you going to keep waiting for the right moment? Or are you going to step up? Are you going to commit? Are you going to push past your limits and train your mind like a warrior? Because if you do, there is nothing you can't achieve. Your life is in your hands. Your future is waiting. But nobody is going to hand it to you. You have to take it. You have to fight for it. You have to earn it. And if you do, if you refuse to quit, if you train your mind to be unstoppable, if you push through the pain, then one day you will look back and realize you became everything you were meant to be. So stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop hesitating. Train your mind like a warrior and take what's yours. Everything in life begins with a single decision. A single moment where you say, enough is enough. Enough waiting. Enough doubting. Enough playing small. Most people never make that decision. They keep waiting for something outside of them to change. But nothing changes until you do. Your life is not determined by chance. It is shaped by your choices. At some point you have to stop wondering, stop hoping, stop wishing, and start doing. If you keep telling yourself, one day I'll go after my dreams, guess what? That day will never come. There is no one day. There is only today. You are one decision away from a completely different life. But you have to make that decision. No one else can make it for you. You've been through struggles. You've faced challenges. You've been knocked down. But those moments, they were not meant to break you. They were meant to build you. Every hardship, every failure, every rejection, it was preparing you for something greater. Think about it. Some of the most successful people in history came from nothing. They were told they would never make it. They faced setback after setback. But instead of letting their pain define them, they used it as fuel. So ask yourself, will you let your struggles hold you back? Or will you use them to push forward? Every time you want to give up, remind yourself, pain is temporary. Regret lasts forever. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. Will you be proud of the person you became? Will you be living the life you always wanted? Or will you be stuck in the same place looking back with regret, wishing you had taken action? You're creating your future with the decisions you make today. Every day you have a choice. Stay the same or grow. Complain or take responsibility. Dream or do. If you don't take control of your life, someone else will. If you don't build your dreams, you will spend your life working for someone who did. So why not you? Why not now? This world is full of people who settle. People who play it safe. People who let fear stop them. But that's not you. You were meant to be more. To do more. To become the best version of yourself. Because when you rise, you don't just change your life. You inspire others to do the same. You may not see it now, but someone is watching you. Someone is waiting for you to step up, to lead, to show them that it's possible. And if you don't, who will? If not you, then who? Most people live their whole lives waiting. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for the right opportunity. Waiting for some magical moment where everything falls into place. But life doesn't work like that. If you keep waiting, you'll wake up 10 years from now, wondering where the time went. You'll look back at all the chances you didn't take, all the opportunities you let slip away, and you'll realize something painful. It was always in your hands. You weren't waiting for the right moment. You were avoiding the risk of failure. But let me tell you something, failure is not the enemy. Quitting is. Excuses are. Someone is going to break the barriers. Someone is going to redefine success. Someone is going to do what's never been done before. Someone is going to prove the doubters wrong. Why can't that be you? Maybe you've been told you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not connected enough. Maybe you grew up in a tough situation. Maybe you've been through hell. But here's the truth. Your past does not define your future. Your circumstances do not determine your destiny. Your choices do. Every single successful person you look up to had reasons to quit. They had obstacles. They had setbacks. They had days where they wanted to throw in the towel, but they didn't. They kept going. And because they did, we now remember their names. The world remembers those who refuse to give up. Let me be real with you. No one is going to show up and hand you success. No one is going to come into your life and suddenly make everything easier. You are responsible for your future. You are responsible for the life you build. We live in a world where people love to blame others for their problems. They blame the government. They blame their parents. They blame their boss. They blame the economy. But blaming doesn't change your situation. It only keeps you stuck. You have two choices in life. Make excuses or make progress. But you can't do both. If you want a better life, you have to go out and build it. If you want to be successful, you have to put in the work. If you want to be great, you have to earn it. Success is not given. It is earned. And the price? It's paid in sacrifice, discipline, and relentless effort. That means waking up earlier. That means pushing through the days you don't feel like it. That means giving up distractions. That means working when everyone else is resting. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's about doing what most people won't, so you can live how most people can't. There will never be a perfect time. There will never be a guarantee. There will never be a moment where fear disappears. But you do not need to be fearless. You just need to be brave enough to take the first step. Some people will spend their whole lives dreaming, but never acting. Some people will always find an excuse to stay the same, but not you. You were meant for more. You were built for greatness. So stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop making excuses. Get up, take action, go after what you want. And when someone asks, why you? You tell them, why not me? Excuses will always be there. Opportunities won't. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the most talented. You just have to be the one who refuses to give up. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for someone to believe in you. Believe in yourself. Bet on yourself. Go all in on your dreams. Because if you don't, who will? Right now. In this moment, you have a choice. You can walk away from this, go back to your comfort zone, and stay the same. Or you can decide, right here, right now, that you will be the one to break through, that you will be the one to rise, that you will be the one to prove to the world and to yourself what you're truly capable of. The road ahead won't be easy. There will be obstacles. There will be doubt. There will be days where you question everything. But when that moment comes, remember why you started. Remember the person you are becoming. Remember that the only thing standing between you and success is the belief that you can do it. And once you believe that, nothing can stop you. Because if not you, then who? Now go out there and make it happen. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Now, there will never be a perfect time. There will never be a moment when all the stars align. If you keep waiting for that, you'll wait your entire life. The people who succeed in this world are not the ones who wait for the right conditions. They are the ones who create the right conditions. They start where they are, with what they have, and they make it work. You don't need more time. You don't need more resources. You need to start. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants to live their dreams. But not everyone is willing to do what it takes. That's the difference. Losers dream about success. Winners work for it. Losers complain about their circumstances. Winners change them. Losers make excuses. Winners make progress. Losers focus on why they can't. Winners focus on how they will. The truth is, success is not about luck. It's not about talent. It's about persistence. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and refusing to quit. Most people give up too soon. They try something for a few weeks, maybe a few months, and when they don't see results, they quit. But the people who truly succeed, the people who change their lives and inspire the world, they don't stop. They keep pushing, even when it's hard. They keep grinding, even when no one is watching. And because they do, they rise above the rest. Fear will tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you don't have what it takes. But fear is a liar. The only way to silence fear is to take action, to prove it wrong, to show yourself that you are stronger than your past. Do you think the most successful people in the world never felt fear? Of course they did. The difference is, they didn't let it stop them. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to act in spite of your fear. Success is hard. Growth is uncomfortable. Pushing past your limits hurts. But do you know what's harder? Living with regret. Regret is looking back and realizing you could have done more. That you could have tried harder. That you had the chance, but you let it slip away. Regret is seeing someone else live the life you wanted. Knowing that the only difference between them and you was that they took action, and you didn't. No matter how hard the journey gets, no matter what struggle you face, keep going. Because one day, you'll look back and be grateful that you never gave up. One more push-up, one more mile, one more phone call, one more hour of study, one more day of discipline. When you feel like quitting, do one more. That one more is what separates the great from the average. That one more is what builds the mindset of a champion. Champions don't stop when they're tired. They stop when they're done. You have to train yourself to push past your limits, because your mind will quit long before your body does. When you think you've given everything, you still have more left. At the end of your life, What will people say about you? Will they say you played it safe? That you took the easy path? That you settled for less than you were capable of? Or will they say that you went all in? That you fought for your dreams? That you refused to quit? No matter what, every action you take, every decision you make, it all adds up to the story you are writing. And one day, when your time is up, the only thing that will matter is how you lived. Did you live with purpose? Did you chase your dreams? Did you make a difference? If not you, then who? This is your wake-up call. You are not here to live a mediocre life. You are not here to settle for good enough. You are here to become the greatest version of yourself, to push your limits, to overcome your fears, to inspire others. So no more excuses, no more waiting, no more playing small. Step up, take control, take action. Because the world is waiting for you to rise. And if not you, then who? There is no more time to waste. You don't have the luxury of waiting until next year. You don't have the privilege of sitting back and hoping things will change on their own. Because they won't. Nothing changes until you do. If you want a better life, you must build it. If you want success, you must earn it. If you want to be great, you must step into it. Right now. The people you admire, the ones who have built lives of meaning, success, and impact, they weren't special. They weren't chosen. They just made a decision to go all in. Now it's your turn. 5 years from now, you will look back at this moment. What will you see? Will you see someone who took action? Someone who faced their fears and went after their dreams with everything they had? Or will you see someone who hesitated? Someone who let doubt, fear, and excuses hold them back? The decisions you make today are shaping your future. The habits you build today will determine who you become. So make the decision that your future self will thank you for. You can have excuses, or you can have results. But you can't have both. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow. Every time you say, I'm too tired. Every time you say, I don't have time. You are choosing to stay exactly where you are. And if you keep making those choices, 5 years from now, you'll be in the same place, wondering why nothing changed. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to take responsibility for your life, because nobody is coming to save you. It's on you. Are you willing to pay the price? Success is expensive. It demands sacrifice. It demands waking up early while others sleep. It demands putting in the work when others are relaxing. It demands saying no to distractions so you can say yes to your dreams. Not everyone is willing to pay the price. That's why not everyone succeeds. Most people want success, but they don't want the struggle that comes with it. Most people want the rewards, but they're not willing to do the work. But you are different. You are willing to push past the pain. You are willing to grind when no one is watching. You are willing to stay focused when others lose their way. And because of that, you will win. Every great leader, every champion, every trailblazer started exactly where you are. They were once just a person with a dream. They had doubts, they had fears, they had challenges. But they didn't let those things stop them. They made a choice. They decided, why not me? And that's the choice you must make today. Why not you? Why can't you be the one who rises above the rest? Why can't you be the one who proves everyone wrong? Why can't you be the one who turns their dreams into reality? You can. You just have to decide. You just have to commit. You just have to take the first step and never stop. Step up. Take action. Own your destiny. This is your moment. You are standing at the edge of greatness. Will you step forward and claim what's yours? Or will you let fear hold you back? Because make no mistake, the choice is yours. No more waiting. No more excuses. Your time is now. Because if not you, then who? You keep saying you'll start tomorrow. You'll change when the timing is right. You'll go all in when you feel ready. But let me tell you something. The perfect time will never come. Life isn't waiting for you. It's moving forward whether you're ready or not. And every second you hesitate, every moment you delay, you're wasting the only thing you truly have. Now. How many times have you looked back and wished you had started sooner? How many times have you told yourself, if only I had done this last year, I'd be further ahead by now? That's the same lie you'll tell yourself next year if you don't take action today. You say you want success. You say you want to change your life. But wanting isn't enough. Action is the only thing that matters. The problem is, you think you have time. You think you can keep pushing things off, waiting for motivation to hit, waiting for a sign, waiting for the stars to align. But let me tell you, there is no right moment, only this moment. Think about the regrets you already have. Not the things you tried and failed at, but the things you never even attempted. That girl you never asked out, that business you never started, that risk you were too afraid to take, that version of yourself you never became. Every second, you're at a crossroads. Either you take a step forward, or you stay exactly where you are. And here's the harsh truth. If you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. Successful people aren't smarter than you. They don't have some secret advantage. The only difference between them and you is that they stopped waiting. They stopped making excuses. They started. They didn't wait for motivation because they knew motivation is fleeting. They didn't wait to feel ready because they knew ready is a lie. Right now, you're standing in your own way. Nobody is stopping you. The world isn't against you. You are against you. And until you get out of your own head, until you push through the doubt, the fear, the laziness, you will stay exactly where you are. How many times are you going to watch other people live the life you want? How many times are you going to be inspired by someone else's success, only to go right back to doing nothing? Stop scrolling. Stop planning. Stop waiting. The time to act is now. The gym isn't going to lift the weights for you. The book isn't going to write itself. The business isn't going to build itself. Your dreams are just dreams until you take action. You will never have another moment like this one. You will never be as young as you are right now. You will never get this day back. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep lying to yourself? Keep pushing things off? Keep waiting for another day? Or are you finally going to wake up and realize that this is it? This is your life. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. It's time to stop talking and start doing. It's time to stop dreaming and start working. Because in the end, there are only two types of people in this world. The ones who do, and the ones who wish they had. Which one are you? You say you want to change. You say you want to be better. But here's the real question. How bad do you want it? Because if you really wanted it, you wouldn't keep making excuses. You wouldn't keep putting it off. You wouldn't keep waiting for the right time. The only time is now. Your future is being written in this moment. Every action, every decision, every second you waste, or every second you use, it's all shaping who you're going to become. And let me tell you something. The real you is waiting on the other side of your excuses. The strongest version of you, the most disciplined, the most successful, the most unstoppable version of you is there. But you'll never meet that person if you keep hesitating. Think about this. What if you went all in right now? What if, instead of saying, I'll start next week, you started today? What if you stopped scrolling, stopped wasting time, stopped letting distractions pull you away from your purpose? Imagine where you'd be a year from now, if you committed, if you gave everything, if you stopped making excuses and started making progress. You think you have time. You think you can start next month. You think another year won't make a difference. But time is ruthless. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your plans. It doesn't care that you meant to start. The days you waste now are days you can never get back. How many more times are you going to let yourself down? How many more times are you going to talk about your goals instead of actually chasing them? You say you want success, but do you? Do you actually want it? Or do you just like the idea of it? Because success isn't comfortable. It's not easy. It's not given. It's earned. Every single day. And the price is high. It will cost you your laziness, your comfort, your distractions. It will cost you early mornings and late nights. It will cost you weekends and sacrifices. But what's the alternative? You keep waiting, keep hesitating, and one day you wake up and realize it's too late. You let too many opportunities slip by. You let too many days go to waste. And now, all you have left is regret. Don't let that be your story. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop letting time slip through your fingers. The time to act is now. The time to change is now. The time to become who you were meant to be is right now. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more hesitation. Go all in. Today. Right now. Because the only time that matters, the only time that will ever matter, is now. Think about this. What if today was the last day you had to chase your dream? What if tomorrow never came? Would you still sit around waiting? Would you still be scrolling, wasting time, telling yourself, I'll start next week? Or would you get up right now and finally take action? The truth is, most people never start because they think they have time. They live like they're going to be here forever. They assume they'll always have another chance, another day, another opportunity. But life doesn't promise you time. Life doesn't care about your plans. Life doesn't care that you meant to start. And that's why most people never reach their full potential. They wait, they hesitate, they put things off. And before they know it, years have passed, and they're still in the same place, with the same regrets, wishing they had started sooner. But not you. You're different. You're going to take control of your life right now, because there is no later. There is no perfect time. There is no waiting for motivation to magically show up. This is it. This moment. This decision. This is where your future begins. You say you want to be successful? Prove it. You say you want to change? Do something about it. You say you want to be great? Then start acting like it. Winners don't wait. Winners don't hesitate. Winners don't sit around hoping things will magically work out. They go after it. They chase their goals like their life depends on it. And guess what? Your life does depend on it. Because the life you want, the person you want to become, it's all on the other side of action. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to do the work for you. It's on you. So get up, get focused, get moving. You don't need a new year. You don't need a Monday. You don't need a sign from the universe. You just need to decide. The only time is now. And if you don't take action, if you don't start, you are wasting the only thing you will never get back. Time. So stop waiting. Stop thinking. Start doing. Make today the day everything changes. Make today the day you stop talking and start becoming. Because the only thing standing between you and your dream is the excuse you're making right now. Let go of the excuses. Let go of the fear and go all in. The only time is now. You've been telling yourself for years that you're going to change, that this time will be different, that you'll finally take that step. And yet, here you are, still waiting, still watching, still letting time slip through your fingers. Let me ask you this.
So stupid. What is
How much
that
longer
lag?
are you going to wait?
Fucking bullshit.
How many more days are you going to let
How am I supposed
pass
to play this game if I
before
got
you
fucking
finally
so
take
lagging
control?
every single time?
Because here's the hard truth. Time is not waiting for you. Every second you waste is a second you will never get back. Every opportunity you let pass is an opportunity you may never see again. And if you don't take action now, you will wake up one day wondering where it all went. Regret is the most painful thing you can live with. Not failure, not rejection, not setbacks. Regret. Because regret means you had a chance and you did nothing. Regret means you let fear win. Regret means you let excuses define your life instead of discipline. So don't let that be your story. Don't let that be your future. The only time is now. You want to be successful? Then start acting like it. You want to build something great? Then stop wasting your potential. You want to change your life? Then do something about it. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Right now. Because the longer you wait, the harder it gets. The more you delay, the more you settle. The more you hesitate, the more you convince yourself that this is good enough. But you and I both know you were made for more than good enough. You were made to push yourself, to grow, to evolve, to become the person you were meant to be. And you don't get there by sitting still. You don't get there by hoping and wishing. You get there by working, by showing up every single day and putting in the effort, by pushing through the doubt, the fear, the discomfort, and choosing discipline over excuses. Because the truth is, it's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about having all the right connections or the perfect circumstances. It's about how bad you want it. It's about whether or not you're willing to sacrifice, to put in the hours when nobody's watching, to grind when you feel like quitting, to keep going when it's uncomfortable, painful, and exhausting. Because that's what it takes. That's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. And the only way you get there is by making the choice. Right now. Not later. Not someday. Now, so stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Stop putting your life on hold. Because your future self is watching you right now. And the only question is, will they be proud of the choices you made today? Or will they be living with regret? The choice is yours, and the only time to make it is now. You've spent too much time waiting, waiting for the right moment, waiting for motivation, waiting for life to somehow hand you an opportunity wrapped in a bow. But life doesn't work that way. Life isn't going to pause for you. It isn't going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, now is your time. Number, you decide when it's your time. And if you're waiting for the perfect moment, let me tell you something. It doesn't exist. There will never be a time when everything is lined up perfectly. There will always be obstacles. There will always be struggles. There will always be reasons to say, maybe later. But the problem with later is that it turns into never. You keep telling yourself you'll start tomorrow, next week, next year. And before you know it, your life is over, and you never started at all. That's the brutal truth. So ask yourself this. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting to feel ready? Because that's never going to happen. Nobody ever feels ready to change their life. Nobody ever feels fully prepared to chase a dream. But the ones who do it anyway, they're the ones who win. They're the ones who take risks, even when they're scared. They're the ones who bet on themselves, even when the odds are against them. They're the ones who take action, even when they don't feel ready. And guess what? That's why they succeed. Because success isn't about being the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. It's about being the one who starts, the one who doesn't wait, the one who doesn't waste time overthinking, the one who takes the first step, even when it's terrifying. And then they take another, and another, and before they know it, they're standing exactly where they once dreamed of being. So don't wait, don't hesitate, don't keep putting your life on hold, because time is running out. Every second you waste is a second you can never get back. Every day you do nothing is a day you could have spent building something great. And one day, you're going to wake up and realize you wasted years, maybe even decades, waiting for a moment that never came. And at that point, the only thing you'll be able to do is wish you had started sooner. Wish you had taken action. Wish you had been bold enough to go after what you really wanted. So, don't make that mistake. Decide today that you're done waiting. Decide that you're going to take control of your life. That you're going to stop making excuses. That you're going to stop blaming your circumstances. That you're going to stop letting fear hold you back. Because this is it. This is your moment.